If it seems like Arizona Public Service is asking to raise rates every couple of years, that's because it is. Our state guarantees the company a profit as a regulated monopoly. New tonight, ABC 15 investigator Courtney Holmes looks at where APS is spending its money and why you have to pay for it.
Customers are on the hook for just about every dollar APS spends, plus up to 10% in guaranteed profit. In its latest rate case, the company says it spent millions upgrading old power plants. Critics say it's a waste. Out of the $184 million APS is asking for,
$173 million comes from these two plants.
Ocotillo Power Plant in Tempe and Four Corners in New Mexico.
These are ancient 50, 60-year-old plants.
Consumer advocate Abhipad Galkar says the money spent doesn't make sense.
Imagine driving a 50, 60-year-old car and keeping it up to snuff for modern times.
In the case of Ocotillo, APS says it's been modernized to use more clean energy, less water, and produce power more quickly.
It's really the same old model.
Sandy Barr with Sierra Club says it's another huge investment in expensive, dirty fossil fuels.
Even if the emissions are less, there still are a lot of emissions from it.
She argues ratepayer money would have been better spent phasing out the plants.
And investing a lot more in solar and wind and solar plus storage.
Barr says that's especially true for the coal-powered Four Corners plant.
Coal is now not economical.
In 2015, APS with other plant owners settled with the U.S. Department of Justice over violations of the Clean Air Act. The company spent $400 million on pollution controls. $73 million of that is requested in its current rate case.
Ratepayers are going to be saddled with the cost of paying that, possibly for decades to come.
In a statement, APS says the investments at Four Corners make it a cleaner 24/7 power resource and preserves economic benefits for the region. Over the next year, commissioners will hold hearings to decide whether to pass those costs onto you in the form of a rate hike. But if one commissioner has his way, that system could be changing. Tonight at 10, why electric competition is back on the table and what it could look like to have dozens of power companies to choose from. In the newsroom, Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.